We gotta get it edited, but some big turtles.
Big sea turtles.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was sick.
Yeah, I'm scuba certified. I just never go because
Oh, really? Nice, man.
yeah, it's just
We
the
should go
equipment
sometime.
and everything. Like I usually I did it like in the springs here, but I usually I got scuba maybe like 6, 7 years ago. But once I got scuba certified, I went down the springs once and that was it. I've never actually even been.
Yeah, we always do the we've been like, I don't know, 7 times, but we always just do the little course beforehand. And I've never been certified, so I probably should get that
Oh, you're
padded.
not? And you were still able to go?
Yeah, they just make you do like a 20-minute course where they're like, "Oh, this is how you breathe, and if you start dying, this is what you do."
Ah, that's not bad at all.
No.
No, that's not bad.
Anybody else scuba in the audience here? Anybody else is a scuba fiend?
Snorkel.
I like snorkel. Yeah, we snorkel too.
Yeah, I snorkel mostly, yeah, now. Oh no, I gotta send an update. Then I gotta live stream. Or I gotta do I have a
Wow.
screen or not? I got like 10 things I'm doing here at once.
Oh yeah, you got your screen. What update you want to send?
I'll do it here.
Yeah, okay. Just let me know.
We got a lot of scuba aficionados in the chat today.
Yeah, it's going to storm here.
Want to be a dive
Doesn't
master.
blow out the electricity. Hey, okay. So on one of these charts, Lance, can you bring up QUBT?
Oh yeah, the quantum stock.
Yeah, stuff's getting red.
I love those quantum stocks.
Yeah, you know what I've well after QUBT, I noticed something interesting too. I want to talk about some defensive stocks.
How long of a time frame is that there?
That's a daily chart.
Let's take a look at like 6 months.
Hold on one sec. I'll have a new helper starting next week, so I'll have more time to allocate.
And it is going to come down here. If it blows the electric out, if it flickers, I'll tell you my top stock for the day if it flickers. So
Good.
tariff talk killed the market. I saw somebody put that in the chat. I
Yeah,
put in a
tariff.
peace agreement with Chinese.
Yeah, it was a they pumped it and they dumped it. I mean, they've been doing that with almost everything lately. Everything's a pump and dump lately. I
Isn't
mean,
it?
Well, the markets were up because they were like, oh, well, there's not going to be any additional tariffs, right? It's only going to be 55% tariffs on China instead of 145%.
yeah, and then
Like
Be
then people like take a break and they're like, wait, 55%? That's not good, you know?
yeah, and then Bezant spoke, and then Gunlock said the day of reckoning is coming for the Treasury debt. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the only issue now. Vol is so low, and you have all these yippies speaking during the day.
I know.
And so you get no action. And if you do, you have to be a computer to react because it's off some news headline that,
Yeah, I
obviously you can't plan for that. So
follow the
I've been
head.
trading so small, like I feel like a little I don't know if I could even say it, but I've been doing like two contracts. That's how small I've been trading. I used to trade like 20, 40, 100, 200 lots. It's just uh, they really just have no interest in the markets right now.
Is there any news on this QUBT?
No, it's just a short squeeze.
How
Yeah.
about
That's it. Just a
how
short
about
squeeze.
how about RGTI?
Same thing. Just
I'm
a short
long both of
squeeze.
these, by the way, just in full disclosure.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What do
All,
you
all, all the quantum
So
stocks, the
I tell
Archer
you the
stock.
craziest story. I keep talking about Lance's scanner not as he uses it. The way I was using it was to find really killer stocks that I would never find my way, right? So one time I was messing around with him and this RGTI came up, right? It was like $3.33.
Oh yeah.
I bought 1,000 shares. It goes to almost 20, right?
Yeah.
I do nothing. I break my own rule.
Oh God.
Watch it go all the way back down, go all the way back up, does another little rip. I sell it, comes down, I buy some more.
Yeah. I mean, there's no business here with these companies, is there? These are just memes right now. You're just trading the technical breakouts, really.
These guys are going to have something, though.
This
Look at the
this
thing that blows my mind. Look at is it the volume? What was the volume on this?
QUBT? Oh, it's insane.
140?
Oh, I'm sure. No, it's probably
No,
80 million today.
no,
Oh, QUBT, sorry.
RGTI. I'm sorry. What's Spaghetti's volume today?
170 million.
170.
That's crazy. Jeez.
That I mean that's the only thing. Like Jack, remember yesterday you mentioned Archer?
Yeah.
Same thing. Companies with no revenue,
Yeah.
just highly shorted. I took profits. I took 50% out of Joby today. And was it 3 days? And I sold that bad boy as soon as it was up over 10. I got rid of all my calls. And I mean, again, another kind of
Yeah.
pump and dump, right?
Speaking of
Pop.
calls,
Yeah.
yeah, speaking of calls on that Rigetti, what's the beta on that baby? I was selling
Oh,
some covered calls and it was unbelievable.
it's the implied move's got to be like 10% a day at
Yeah.
least. What's the ATR on it? Probably 80, 90 cents. $1.20. Oh my God. So literally 10%.
That's why I'm saying if they
Okay.
had these betas over two, they have the best options, right? The only thing lacking in this thing is a real trend, no real trend. But other
Yeah.
than that, it's you could buy it and sell a cover call on it all day long on 1,000 shares, right? Sell 10 calls.
Oh, look, pizza's getting pumped. I didn't even see that. Papa John's. They got pumped today on a takeover rumor. Wow. Look at that.
Who's going to take them over?
Apollo.
So,
This is like but here's the thing. They pumped this stock before though, and look what happened. This maybe a few months ago. Yeah, here it is. They pumped it in February. It went from 37 to 54, and then it went back down to 30.
yeah.
So, I mean, it's very hard to buy and hold. I mean, if you're not
Oh,
kind of day trading, it's really difficult. What is this stock? URGN. Anyone heard of that?
No. Dude, it's crazy that Kava,
Oh,
I think, is more expensive than Papa John's. I
I know.
just Kava should not be I don't know, what is it,
I
like
know.
a $60 company?
I
Was it?
know. I
Was
know.
it?
You know why though? It's because it's a new IPO. So it was something to go into. By the way, speaking of new IPOs, what is this circle? Anyone know what this is? Someone was
I
talking about it today.
I read it. What is Circle? Circle IPO.
stablecoin,
What is
stablecoin first, I think, and
Oh,
then
it's
Yeah,
a
stable coin.
crypto.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, got you, got you. My buddy was telling me about it. I'm like, I don't know what it is. And so it's a crypto.
stablecoin first. Then I think
Oh, got you. I mean,
I'll tell you what is crazy about this, though. Even if it is a stable coin, you got to read this article by this guy Anthony Pompliano. He writes a letter called the Letter,
I've heard
and
of
oh
that.
yeah, for crypto.
everybody should read this. He wrote this article, and you could Google it. Uh, Why Tether is the best business in the world.
Right. That's another stable coin.
Yeah, but you can buy that coin, but you can't make any money off of the
Right.
profit coin. It's only a coin is only based off of how other many people adopt the coin. right?
Right.
It's just so crazy because they talk about the tokenization of assets and putting them on the blockchain, right? And the market's dead. Here's an example where this is the marketization of something that's tokenized and putting it back in the market. I love that. So, on most coins, you can't write covered calls, sell naked puts, do all the crazy stuff I do. But now that you marketize something like a stable coin, right, where you don't have to buy the crypto version of it, you're buying the listed stock version of it. Meaning, as a shareholder, if stable coins are a great business, this is going to be an amazing stock. First publicly held stable coin.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Everybody says the old school stock market is marketizing stuff when the the blockchain crowd's trying to tokenize stuff. Fascinating.
Right. Yeah, that is cool. So it's different than, I mean, I guess Tether you can't play on the market. You have to go to Coinbase or something. And then Sailor's company is just basically buying Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I mean, that's another company that's traded a lot, but I don't understand the value prop of an MSTR, right? It's just like what?
Too much.
Yeah. Anyone who pumps a coin usually has a stake in it, and
Yeah.
all they're trying to do is get it popular so they can cash out, I've realized.
Yeah.
Kind of the dark side of the industry, but I've ran into too many crypto pumpers to, I know stable coins are the big thing they're trying to push the administration because Shamath and all those guys are all, big backers in them all. So obviously you know, they want to
Wary of anything
book.
Chamath is in. Anything Chamath is pumping.
Is a pump. Yeah, it's a pump.
All right, man.
Yeah, everything's a pump. You got Oracle earnings, getting some questions on Oracle, some old school tech after the bell today.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone, I feel like no one's going to play it, but any opinions on it? I mean, the stock is up 50% off the lows in a couple months, so probably not the prime to play it. We got some put hedging here. A little small put hedging, 110 grand. Any thoughts on Oracle or everyone avoid it?
I feel like Oracle's probably in a pretty good position just with, I mean, with AI, I feel like they're kind of just like a bedrock stock for, everything. AI, cybersecurity. I feel like it should be just in general increasing technologization. But that's like long term. I don't even think we played that in the cash calendar this week.
You got a pretty big move.
What kind of move you expect here, Lance?
7%, 12.5 bucks. I feel like that's a lot for Oracle. Don't y'all?
It is.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot for
I
Oracle.
think it usually moves pretty strong though.
Let's look. I think that's heavy. Like GameStop, they were implying what, a 12% move, and the stock moved like 3%. So
7%, that might be, the most
last quarter, stock that move really. This quarter.
most aggressive earnings play I've ever used is where you buy the stock right at the close, pretty much market on close, and then wait a little bit and put it out in the after hours session at a ridiculously high price. Because
and scalp
goes in there any order goes in at the market, which is you'd never want to do that in the after hours session. But if somebody does that, they're going to pay an enormous price in the after hours.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that's crazy. So what you double dip is you buy the stock at the close. You don't want to play around with it, a share, right? Then you put 10 shares, 100 shares, then you put it out there for sale. But you got to wait, right? 420, right when that earnings comes out. And when the stock starts going crazy, throw it out there at a stupid high price. Then to double dip, you also buy at the money calls at the close. Now you can't sell the calls in the after hours, but you can put those out for sale, good till cancel for tomorrow's open at a stupid high price as well. Now, there's been times where I made money on the stock doing that and lost money on the calls. There's been times I've lost on both, and there's times I've won on both. That's a super aggressive way to go. But if Oracle blows out expectations and people are going crazy to cover their short or to get long, those two, buying the stock at the close and selling it in the after hours and buying at the money calls or a spread even to cheapen the thing, right? Do a debit spread in for next Friday.
I like it. That's awesome. Everybody hear that on the chat?
Super aggressive, man. You got to be willing to lose it all. And it's funny, you can make it on the stock and lose it on the options, or make it on both. Or lose it on both.
Yeah, hopefully not lose it on both. Hopefully you make at least one of them. One of them works out. But yeah,
That's a big enough implied move where people go nutty.
yeah. Yeah, we also got GameStop, right? Game reported today.
No, yeah, they're already out. Anyone want to do a biotech? Look at this bad boy. Urgent.
There's been a lot of biotech stuff going nutty.
So they got a PDUFA date. I think I might play this one. They got a PDUFA. What is it? June 13th. Yeah, I want to see a crazy stock.
Friday.
This is the kind of stuff that I like doing right now. So you got a PDUFA date for URGN on the 13th. $5 implied move. So that's what, like 75%?
Yeah.
A little call buyer here. The nines. Well, I'm going to take a few. This is the kind of trading I'm doing right now. This PDUFA dates, stuff like that, just to get a little skin in the game. You know, weird. You don't see this one often. Little biotech. Let me post that here.
Those are the most explosive biotechs.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Every time I look on this little thing at barchart.com, crazy stock moves, it's all these little unknown biotechs.
Yeah, they have this drug for some disease you've never heard about.
Yeah, it looks like this one's
Just
bladder.
a little breakthrough, but it's also the place you lose the most.
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah.
it's a
Losses.
roulette wheel for sure.
Stocks is biotechs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if the stock goes down or even stays flat, the calls go to zero. But I mean, in my opinion, it's better than picking, hey, what's Amazon going to do, next week, right? Because I don't have any idea. So like stuff like this, I mean, not the biggest bet, 135K, but it's something. I mean, the stock went from what, 10 to 4? So even if it goes back up to, let's say, 12, the 9 calls go probably $3. You double your money. Nothing crazy. Not a great ROI, that's for sure.
Could go 4-1, just as easy too.
Yeah, I mean, if the drug is fantastic and oof, I don't even know.
I mean, like $4 to $1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it could be a penny stock next week.
Yeah.
Here the stock went from 8 to 23. So
So when did Circle go public? I want to try to guess when they're going to have options available.
Wasn't it like last week?
yeah, I think it was last week.
So maybe 10 days, maybe next week.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 6, 5. Yeah, last week. Last what, Thursday? Yeah.
Be awesome, man. I'm telling you.
How long do you think till we'll have it?
They're saying they have options already.
Circle has options listed on it already.
Oh yeah, I saw these actually hit.
Woo.
Yeah, I think they started on Monday.
Wow. Okay.
Expensive though.
Yeah, they are. No weeklies yet though, only monthlies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congress and the Senate are buying, like Pete Carroll says.
Yeah, I know.
You got to read that report that Pompliano put out about why Tether is the best business in the world. Then you'll understand Circle much better and why people are buying it. I found that thing shocking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Deanna
I have
posted.
that one. I have that bookmarked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out
Thank you, Diana.
after we get off here.
Yeah, let me get
I think it's funny that SPY, everybody's freaking out about SPY selling off, but it's now at a whopping 600.
Yeah, right around 6,000. I mean, we probably stay at 6,000 between now and June monthly expiration.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there's really nothing in the market, so it's like, why should they move it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no vol yet. Until the VIX goes over 20, it's going to be kind of a snooze fest. So people should be like you, Alex, and go to Mexico.
Yeah, everybody just take a couple weeks off, go scuba,
Yeah.
get some fish juice, good tacos, come back.
Lance, Urgent has a class action lawsuit going on. Oh, so then stock will definitely go up then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's
they'll have to pump the stock now.
right. You got to pay for those lawyers.
Yeah, they got to pay for the lawyer, so they'll definitely go up.
Hey, is oil spiking today? Because that news about the evacuations. I think it is up a little bit today.
Crude?
News of the
Yeah.
evacuations from the Middle East. Yeah.
Yeah. I made real good money on Oxy calls, like a triple on them. And then Slumber J, I sold them yesterday for like, I think 25, 30%. But yeah, crude oil has been spiking. That's why you see the airliners down. Delta down 5% today. UAL.
Funny, a lot of the defense stocks, right? It's like SPY's been sort of starting at like 130, started selling off. The defense stocks started recovering, started going up. Kratos,
Wow, look at RTX. Holy
yeah,
crap.
What about Lockheed Martin? Anything happened there yet?
same. Yeah, it sold off hard to
Wow.
start the day and then came back up.
Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah. Huge sell programs at the open.
Yeah.
Lockheed Martin moved 20 points.
I'll
What?
tell you. Yeah.
Kato's is one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, I trade that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I love it.
Boeing, Gen, same thing. Boeing, the same thing happened with Boeing. All the big defense stocks. And I
Where's
bet, you know what I bet? I bet companies like BAE and Leonardo are up too today. We talked about those in like December. They've just been on a tear, all the European defense stocks.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing about Euro doing very well. China pumped and dumped. Speaking of foreign stocks, China like Bob and all them pumped at the open, and then they all sold off. What do you use for Euro stocks? What ticker?
BA just the gen all the Euro stocks or just the defense stocks. BAESY is one of them. SY.
BAE?
S as in Susan.
Oh wow. Holy crap, stock was double.
Yeah, dude, these stocks have been doing, and then there's actually I'll just for everyone just to look at these BAESY
Wow.
EADSY EADSY
EADSY.
yeah, I dropped in the chat.
Oh, Airbus. Yeah.
Uh, Tilly, TK, yeah, and Leonardo is good. I don't know I know it's not on my watch list. What's
Leonardo.
DRS?
Is Leonardo wow. Jesus. And these are all European?
All European defense stocks, yeah. Yeah, because the minute Trump got into office, he was like, "We're not paying for this war," and then Europe was like, "Well, we still want to fight it," and he's like, "Good luck." And so all these stocks just started going up.
Wow. You got to make a list of those. I want in on some of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, it's like how much farther do we have to go? But I think like with we're still decoupling, so I think we do have farther to go, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll put a list together and shoot it in the chat. I mean, I dropped some right there in the chat already. I don't know, Diana, can we put those in like one list for people?
Yeah. I'll send it to you just to double check, and then I can put it out in your guys' Telegram tomorrow.
Okay,
that'd be good. I want to because I like Kato's and RTX, but I don't know as many uh I don't know a lot of those European companies. I used to play the European financials a lot, but the banks kind of have been dead though lately. It's been kind of dead money.
What XLF? Oh yeah, the European financials ETF?
No, XLF is America. The European, usually I would play Deutsche Bank,
Credit Suisse.
UBS,
Yeah.
or USB. Deutsche Bank had a strong move earlier this year because the
Yeah.
Trump, Trump is a big client of them. So they had a nice move. And they were, people thought they would go bankrupt a few years ago. But oh,
Yeah, that was like 2018, 2019, right? They were holding the
yeah.
top. Yeah.
Yeah. They were here, let me see, pull it up on a longer chart. If Toss wants to load. There we go. Yeah, like here when the European banks were crashing, I mean, it's a $5 stock, and now it's what, 28? Yeah, 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
You see anything come over on CoreWeave on the scanner ever?
CoreWave?
Yeah.
Oh, CoreWave. Yeah. I just really don't trade it, Jack. I mean,
I'm
small
trying to
calls.
get a handle on this one. I'm gonna ride this one. This ain't my first rodeo. I'm gonna learn how to put a saddle on this thing. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it moves. The only issue I have with it is I usually can't trade it because the options are too expensive.
Yeah.
I'm kind of handcuffed on it because,
Love the way this thing goes.
yeah, like the puts are up 5 or negative today, and the stock's down 3%. So it's just kind of hard,
Yeah.
very pricey. Kind of hard to trade that way. CFLT puts.
Susie's got the strategy for CoreWeave. When it hits 160 or 165 short, it hits 135 go long.
I like it, Susie. Yeah, everybody, I mean, I don't know. Allegedly, I mean, people are
Ooh.
allegedly CoreWeave is
Allegedly, it
Nvidia
was a big bet. Wow,
doing
UNH.
doing some round tripping on that one.
I like this UNH here. Look at that call buyer. It's 500,000 for next week. Bought some weeklies in this one today. Wow, look at UNH go. Holy mackerel.
Dude, yeah,
How, how
it sold off so hard, man.
how much are they? Three, what, 320s? $3. Wow. Well, you got to figure what? It moves what? 7, $8 a day? It's actually not bad.
You gonna
Great
do?
part though. Maybe one for tomorrow if we at the open. If you get a flat or down open. Oh,
There
market
we are.
close. Damn.
How many seconds you got here?
Where did XXP SPX close? Oh, what do we do? 602? Oh, that's actually not bad at all. Where did SPX close? So
Everybody's talking
down
about the Oklo, the nuclear stock.
$3.
Hard.
Yeah, Oklo's good. I like this one a lot. I like this one a whole lot. Nice big breakout today too. All those nuclear stocks are huge.
Yeah, I mean, Trump signed that executive order to fast track nuclear, and just like the energy demands, you're gonna need it.
Yeah, it's
The environmentalists did a number on nuclear, man. I mean, it is the best energy source, but like it's just no, the environmentalists just did all this. I consider it propaganda just because it was, yes, 3 Mile Island happened, stuff like Fukushima can happen, but in terms of total, pollution, it's so much better than
You
oil or
got bad
gas.
PR back in the day.
Yeah.
yeah, real bad PR.
Oh, what's the short interest, or what's the most shorted of the ones Jim Tripodies put in there? Oklo, NNE, and SMR. Any of them have a really outstanding short position that would be?
They're all pretty. I would say SMR is probably the highest short because they
What's
used
the price on that SMR?
uh it used to be $12. Now it's $41.
Oh man, see that's the thing I'm talking about. That's how I found the Rigetti and all that other stuff off that scanner, right?
Oh
Oklo.
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I never
Guys,
would have heard about it if it wasn't for the scanner.
Alex, I gotta run. They told me. So I'm gonna stop screen sharing, but I think you're grabbing the screen, is that correct?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. One thing we've been noticing is that, at least I've been, no, we talked about it on Monday too. Apple is now disconnected basically from the entire